Okay, so going on with the countdown, it's time for a little some truths. A truth that a lot of you need to know. Or you first timers that are going to Comic Con this year, there's two truths that I got to tell you. One of them I'm going to reveal at the end of this episode. The other one I can tell you right now, and that is now that you know the programming, yeah, it's cool, especially the stuff in Hall H, stuff in Ballroom 20, but you may not be able to get into all of them. In fact, you're not going to get into all of them, unless, especially Hall H. I know everybody wants to be there for the Marvel panel, for Star Trek, whatever is going to be in there. But it's an adventure. I've said it many times on the shows before. It is an adventure to just try to get into Hall H, never mind getting in there. So, as you heard David Glanzer and I talk about earlier when we started this, look at the programming. Look, get alternatives. Have other places to do, other things to do, other places to visit. Things there's activations, all kind of stuff going on. There's booths. There's a huge cavernous exhibit room. If you've been to WonderCon, imagine that 5 times bigger. That's how big the exhibit floor is. Yeah, I know it sounds intimidating, and it could be, but there's a lot of cool things that you probably didn't even know were there. And if you don't go there, you're going to miss those. One of those I'm going to introduce you to in this segment, and that is someone that actually, those of you that listen to the show, you remember him from WonderCon. That's when I first met him, and I had him on the show. That is Jeffrey Snow. Jeffrey Snow is the founder and the lead writer of Snowstorm Comics, and also he has a booth for the first time at San Diego Comic-Con number 1531. It'll be in the description. If you forget it, don't worry about it. It'll be on there for you to remember, and it's in the programming also. But here he is now joining me to talk about what is going to be at the booth. Jeffrey, welcome. How are you?
Doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Doing fantastic. Are you? Well, I mean, this is the usual question around this time. Are you packed? Are you ready for San Diego Comic-Con?
I'll be honest. For those listening, no. This is, as he mentioned, this is our first time heading to San Diego Comic-Con, and we are so excited. It's been a dream of mine ever since I wanted to do comics, to actually attend San Diego Comic-Con. And I've done it under other publishers, other producers. That's how I had my experience. But this is the first time that I got the chance to do it for my own company. And I did not know what I was prepared for. And the classic statements of Game of Thrones, you know nothing, Jon Snow. Of course, that literally hit me like a bag of bricks. But we are definitely making some steady progress, and we are certain we're going to have everything that we want prepared in time for studying. But yes, there's a lot to prepare for.
So here you get to tease, or you can tell them everything that's going to be there. When people go to the booth number 1531 again, what are they going to see there? They're going to see you, obviously, but who and what else are they going to see at the Snowstorm Comics booth?
So you will see, of course, I, as well as another individual. This is for the first time that we're going to have my brother with me. So if those who have attended San Diego Comic-Con, you all know that one of the biggest pushes about my comic book series is I talk about how the comic book is about siblings, which are usually done dirty in most media properties. Well, now we're bringing that full circle by me actually having my brother as working with me at the booth for our first time at San Diego Comic-Con. It's a great indication. We don't really look alike. Most people think we're cousins or maybe just friends, but I swear we are actually siblings. And so yeah, we're going to have all 3 issues of Rise of the Nephilim Standard Edition, issue 1, 2, and 3. We're going to have, of course, the variant editions for Rise of the Nephilim, issue 2 and 3. For those who weren't able to get it because it was sold out, we were able to get more in stock, specifically for the Tehani Farr cover that seems to sell extremely well because, of course, she's a very talented artist. And then we're going to have some exclusive print that you can only find at San Diego Comic-Con, and a reveal of a brand new comic book series that you could be able to follow first. That's going to be debuting on Kickstarter.
Yeah, that'll be available all week, I'm assuming.
Yes, it can be available all week as long as the copies are available. We technically did sell out on most of our stock for WonderCon, so we made sure to have double what we had at WonderCon in time for San Diego Comic-Con. But even with that, we cannot guarantee that everything will survive all 4 days, especially the Tehani Far cover. So if you're a collector, especially, make sure to come by as soon as you can, because it's a good chance that the Tehani Far cover for issue 2 is not going to survive all 4 days. And then, of course, we have the brand new series, which is Ash and Amber. I believe I talked about it before on the WonderCon content last time. It's going to be, you'll be able to get some exclusive illustrations of what it looks like. You'll be able to see a barcode that can take you to the Kickstarter, and you can see so much of what we've been working on regarding this brand new series. We're so excited about it, and we can't wait to tell you more.
Yeah, Tehani is actually going to be there. I saw her post on her post a little bit, but maybe not with no Snowstorm, but with Snowstorm with you guys with the booth. Are you going to have any of the artists do any signings or anybody, any of the creatives at the booth?
We are looking into that. Of course, I'm not sure if those are aware. I'm actually do the interior artwork, so I'll be actually doing some signings as well. We will be attempting to have one of the cover artists. Her name is Andrea Daly. We will see if we can have her be able to sign for a few hours as well. And then Tehani, we are reaching out to her to see if we can be able to have her in for a few hours. So we're still ironing that out, because as you can imagine, Comic-Con is very busy. Andrea, she's actually has her own booth over a small press. Tehani is all over the place. so trying to iron out all the details has been a bit difficult, but we're certain we will be able to get that specialized, get that finalized, and then we'll make sure to have that set in our schedule when everything has been finalized.
Wait, are you saying San Diego Comic-Con is busy? I've never noticed. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes. I've seen it from the other side of the spectrum, where I was walking around and going to panels and such. But going in as an exhibitor is a whole different ballgame. It's so much fun. I tell folks, this is the only gray hairs I would tolerate. It's this type of experience. It's a fantastic time because you're doing what you love. But wow, it takes so much time out of the day. It's fun, but it's extensive.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, when you told me early in the year, first I was excited for you, and yeah, I can imagine how exciting it's going to be, and you're not going to be alone. Maybe not exhibitors, but I mentioned it this entire episode. We've met a lot of first time attendees. You're going to see a lot of first time attendees this year, so. Oh, wow. You're gonna be, it's your first time. I mean, you've been to Comic-Con before, but it's, like you said, it's your first time attending. Having a booth, and there's people attending for the first time. So you'll be a first time vendor. They'll be first time attendees. It's gonna be almost the start of a new generation of attendees. We can say. So and all of you, I hear you in our emails, our DMs. You guys always talk about, when we bring up the issues of the day, especially, you're always screaming about, we want original stories. Snowstorm Comics, Jeffrey, those are original stories. Check out their booth, 1531, and you will find some very, very cool original stories. If you like Jeffrey said, if you know about the Nephilim, you're gonna enjoy these stories. We won't get into that too much, but let's look for. And in fact, I'll tell you now, I may even have you come on. Next week we do what's called the wrap up to Comic-Con, which is basically. All of us talk about what we experienced there, what we saw, what we didn't see. I might have you to talk about your first time as a vendor. What was it like for you? So be ready for that. We might do that. We might actually record it at Comic-Con. I'm still thinking about it, but let's think beyond Comic-Con. After Comic-Con, for the rest of the year, what else is happening with Snowstorm?
So as we kind of made a bit of a hint earlier, we're debuting our brand new series called Ash and Amber, which is a urban supernatural fantasy dedicated to where individuals like vampires or werewolves, what would happen if they actually were known to society and attempted to integrate to society. You play a lot of ideas in terms of suspense, political intrigue, hard-hitting action, because we know folks love that, and of course you can't have vampires without romance. So we've been working on this for almost a year now. We have some great individuals that's going to be doing some variant covers as well. Tehani Farr is going to be doing a variant cover for the first issue. You have a new individual who you may have seen. Her name is Megan Lee. She's known for her Art Nouveau style covers. She actually also will have a booth at San Diego Comic Con. She's going to be doing a variant cover, and yes, we're super excited about it. And also, I discovered that I'm literally one of the few black male creators who's actually entering this space. So it's a lot to live up to, and we hope to be able to do it justice and make sure we give out a story that people are going to enjoy.
You may have told me, just with 20 million things coming at me at once. When do you hope to have this one out?
So the Kickstarter actually starts on August 17th, and we are of course leaving it up until October for people to be able to get their tiers and the reward packages and such. The comic itself, we're giving us a little bit of leeway just for preparation because of the holidays and such. We're making sure to have that out for everyone who subscribed to the Kickstarter by February. But I am saying this is just a special sneak peek that can only be found here. I have already been working on the interior artwork for the comic itself. So we definitely should expect to see at least any delays when it comes to the artwork, the interior artwork, and we're making sure that everyone is going to be done as fast as possible. So therefore, you don't have to worry about things getting pushed off for like another year or so. So we are, even though we're launching it in August, we have been working on this for a very long time to make sure that this project goes as smoothly as possible.
Okay, well, I'm asking because of the subject matter. Obviously, October would be the perfect time to talk about it. I'm going to give you an invitation now in front of 5,000 or plus, or probably more people that are listening or watching right now. I'm going to invite you. We do, I think I told you about this. We do special episodes called Geek Speak Treats, all Halloween themed. I think nothing more Halloween than vampires in a comic book on the Geek Speak show for a Geek Speak Treats. Perfect. Oh, and everybody else, by the way, you're going to love this one because, yes, it's vampires, but the best part, they don't sparkle.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Agreed. I can concur with that theory. There is no sparkling involved at all.
There's romance, but no sparkling. Romance.
Yes, exactly. There's no sparkling involved. So, like I said, we definitely we took some ideas. We took a lot of inspirations from different mythologies out there. And then we also gave our own twist on it. Made sure to have that representation in place. Because as you know, vampires and such usually cater towards a specific audience. And we wanted to branch out to a wider net and get that representation that's normally not seen there. Oh man. And not only that, but when I talk to individuals about our story, specifically this story, I'll be honest, when I talk to the ladies seem to melt. I was like, oh, okay, we're on to something. We're on to something good. When I talk to the guys is like, okay, I'm liking the political aspect. I'm liking all the lore bits that's happening underneath the scenes. So if you like to get that drip of information to be like, what's happening next, what's happening here, you are going to love the story. Absolutely love it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad. I was going to stop you. I'm glad you stopped because I was going to say save it for the Geek Speak Treats episode.
Yeah, of course.
That will do all of that. But seriously, for this week, you can meet Jeffrey. You can meet everybody, really, and see, like I said, or you want original stories? Right there, Snowstorm Comics. The booth, again, 1531. We have it down in the description. Jeffrey will, I know it gets crazy, but I'm going to try to make my way over there and say hi. Maybe now that you said that your brother's going to be there, now you had to get the two of you on camera now.
Yes, to put Rise of the Nephilim in full display. I promise we are actually simple. I know we gonna look very different, but I guarantee you we are actually simple. So we would love to have that in there, talk about our San Diego Comic Con experiences, and then tell you, of course, about our products. Like, you'll be able to see when you're there. We're a big fan of what we're portraying and what we're displaying, and our comic books itself is. I always tell folks this is just $5 for the standard editions. Literally cheaper than a caramel frappuccino. And so once when people hear that, people are already like, okay, let me go ahead and give this a shot. So, we always love to have our stuff be as accessible as possible and get to a wide audience as possible.
I mean, you say frappuccino, but really it's 2026. It's cheaper than a lot of things nowadays, quite honestly. So again, it's Jeffrey Snow. Jeffrey, thanks a lot for coming on, and we will see you sometime this week in San Diego.
See you soon.